I told them all, any man can beat a man. Yeah. It takes a motherfucking man to break a man. Oh, yeah. Dude.
See the big dogs, they won't give you the opportunity. You're gonna have to take it. You're gonna have to sleep in your car. You're gonna have to sleep on that floor. You're gonna have to cry them tears. But we're not gonna be crybabies. We're gonna be lions. You know when a lion is injured, when a lion is bleeding, he licks his wounds and he keeps walking.
I mean, Errol Spence is a real animal, bro. Real life animal. And the game plan was to counter. But like I said, Errol Spence is so great at going to the body. He puts so much into his shots consistently that it make you wonder, like, damn, is he gonna calm down? Is he gonna slow down? Is his shots gonna lighten up? But they don't lighten up because he trained that way. He worked that way. You know what I'm saying? He worked for every shot to be consistent, to be a solid shot. You know what I'm saying? To be a well-timed shot. He works that way. So, I mean, when you get in there with them 8 ounces on there, it's a different story for these dudes. But I don't believe that was the game plan, was to stand there. Because the way he started off, taking the half steps back, half steps over to the right, you know what I mean, countering with the right hand. Sometimes he got that little left uppercut in there a couple times, but Errol Spence was consistently walking through that shit. And I think he just couldn't get it together.
In the 6th round, Ugas hurt him.
Yeah.
And then knocked him back on the ropes with the confusion with the ref and whatnot.
Yeah.
Is that a testament to Errol's chin, being able to take a shot like that and still being able to recover?
Yeah, but I don't think his chin ever been questionable because this motherfucker, we seen him hit before. We seen him get hit, and this motherfucker is in great shape, and he won the fight. So, like I said, because he know in his mind, in Errol Spence's mind, he know you don't want to fight. If you do want to fight, you don't want to fight this way, where I'm constantly in your face and I'm beating you up. And I'm using the word beating you up because if you look at a lot of his punches land to the body, where they landing at? On the hips. He breaking your hips in. When he go to the head, sometimes he don't hit you dead in your head. He hit you in your neck, your shoulder, collarbone. He hit you in your chest. He just trying to beat you up. He know a lot of people don't want to fight. So he's taking advantage of that, which is not a bad idea if you're able to do it. You know what I mean?
Ugas broke his orbital bone.
Yeah.
35 years old. Can he recover from a beating like that?
That's another thing. I think Ugas, at that point in time, being in the ring before the orbital bone situation, I think he kind of got old that night. If you think about it, Ugas has a lot of amateur fights. Got enough pro fights. Been boxing a long time. He might have been tired, man. He might have just been tired. He put a lot of energy into getting ready for that fight. I believe he was ready. He looked good. He did some good things in the early rounds, but it got to be too much for him.
Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, before Terrence Crawford.
Right.
How you see that fight going?
I'm going to be real. You know, me and Sean Porter, we actually gave you the blueprint on how to fight Crawford. You know, pressure is a motherfucker at the end of the day. And, you know, they saying it's a 50-50 fight, but what happens when a guy stings your chest and force you to fight like a dog 24/7? We know Crawford can rumble. We know he like range. But what happens when a person don't get that range? When a person in your chest and make you got to fight, overexert yourself. We seen Crawford get his second win at range. What happened when you in close and you rumbling and you got to get that second win? You taking repeated shots. This guy is a big guy like Crawford. I'm not gonna lie. I'm leaning toward Errol Spence. I got a lot of respect for Crawford, but I'm going with Errol Spence on this fight. And I said what I said.
You think the work rate is going to get him?
The work rate, the consistency, the bigger man. You know, I'm being real. Crawford coming all the way up from 130. Spence, the bigger man, man. I got Spence, man, and with the better opposition. You know what I mean? Bigger fights. Crawford, like I said, I can't take nothing away from him. He beat me. You know what I mean? But I gotta go with Spence on this fight, man. Knowing boxing, I gotta go with Spence.
Now, he stopped everybody at 147 pounds.
Right.
You felt this power.
Right.
Is the power, who has that advantage in the fight? Who's the bigger puncher?
I'm gonna keep it real. Like, everybody asked me about Crawford punching power. It wasn't so much the punching power that got me. It was the overexerting myself. The night of the fight, he was 160. I was 145. So he was naturally the bigger man, weighing down on me. It wasn't so much the punches. I've been in there. The hardest punch I ever fought, I'm not gonna front, was Patrick Lopez. He broke my jaw in the second round. I fought through, 10 rounds with a broken jaw. So
you was the hardest puncher, Mr. Mosey?
I ain't gonna front. At the end of the day, his work rate, he can punch, but punching power, I want to see how it measure up to a natural 47 pounder. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I mean? Patrick Lopez was the hardest motherfucker puncher that I fought. You know what I mean? But like I said, there's no disrespect, not taking nothing away from nobody, but I just didn't feel that one punch knockout from him.
What was his best ability?
The switch, it wasn't so much the switching, because I was beating him on the southpaw side and I was beating him on the right hand side. I was winning. It was his timing. You know what I mean? But you got to get him into a dog fight for me to catch him, and I was catching. He was the bigger man. I ain't gonna front. When he sends blood, he's going for the kill. But what happened when you got a bigger guy in there? You got to work for that, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of 50-50, but I'm leaning towards Errol Spence. I'm keeping it real, man.
If you had to lay money on the wood, what's the outcome?
I'm going
Errol
with
Spence knockout, Errol Spence decision.
I got Errol Spence knockout. Oh. I'm gonna keep it real. If you look at Crawford, he get touched a lot more than he usually did. You know what I mean? Getting hit with dumb stuff. So what happens when you get hit with a bigger guy that's at 47, that's coming down to make 47? What happens? You know what I mean? It's a bigger guy. So I got later round stoppage.
Hey.